stretch your vocabulary. I used to put words up on a 3x5 card. I drove a lot back in those days, but at the end of the day, I'd mastered 2 or 3 words.
It's been a hot minute. I have missed you guys so terribly, and the fact that I haven't filmed in so long, it makes me sick to my stomach. Not literally, but the feeling of not being able to post for you guys and just being long overdue with posting on YouTube, especially for the ones that always instantly click on that new video whenever I post, so I appreciate that. We got a lot to update you guys on, and for this little clip here, I'm just gonna give you guys an update on everything, but I'm excited for this video just because I'm ready to start this new year off. A lot of these goals that I want to share with you guys are very much different from the goals that I did set for 2023, or at least I did spice these goals up just a little bit and made it differently this year. So anyways, we're gonna be doing a lot this weekend and the next week coming up, so I'm gonna film all of that for you guys. I'm gonna be going to a sound bowl ceremony this weekend by myself because I need to get out of my comfort zone and do things alone that I've never done. And for me to be going to a ceremony like this by myself with not knowing anyone there, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but knowing that I'm in a space where I'm gonna feel safe because of the woman I'm gonna be surrounded by, and just having people around that you know have the same mindset as you. So, also trying Pilates on Sunday too. We are gonna be doing it all. And there was a full moon last night, so we're also setting our intentions for this weekend and just being the goddess that we are. So let me give you guys an update with what's been going on, why I haven't been posting. Can we just take a moment to realize that I've been posting consistently lately? Thanks. There were a lot of ups and downs before the new year, so if you guys have seen me splurge on a lot of things with my past videos, with my TikTok, Instagram, and just my recent YouTube videos, you guys know that I splurged a little too much, and that's because I actually unfollowed them all now, but I followed so many, I don't know, beauty/lifestyle influencers on TikTok and Instagram, because knowing that their life is so aesthetically pleasing, it made me want to get everything they had, which was a very toxic mindset because it made me realize I was just too influenced with all these products that these girls had, and I did not need them. I really didn't. I know there were some products that I was like, yeah, I'll definitely use it again. But guys, it was the amount of overconsumption that was just everywhere around the house, and it did not make me feel happy, satisfied, and fulfilled. I don't know how some of these girlies do it. I know I love like my materialistic things sometimes, but buying all these things, it did not make me happy. I bought a bunch of things. Like, why did I buy like 2 Coach bags? And I still don't feel fulfilled. All of it was because of Black Friday, and that's when everything got out of hand. And then Cyber Monday came, and then this happened for at least 2 months. But what sucks is that when you've been consumed, you just can't stop. And I'm so glad I finally got myself to take control of that. And even Brayden was just like, you're buying so much stuff. Like, there's packages coming every single day. I finally just decided one day to unfollow them all. And I am so relieved. I feel like there's so much weight that came off of my shoulders just from not consuming this type of content. And now the people that I follow, guys, it's the most slow, divine, feminine energy that you will ever see. Every time I scroll, it's just gonna be inspirational content that has nothing to do with buying products whatsoever. All in all, I unfollowed them all. I feel great. I only follow the people that I really resonate with, and I notice it's the girlies that live a slow life. Because that's what I'm trying to get to. Another big thing was that I got sick 2 times in the span of a month. It was probably because there was some bug going around and I caught it. My throat was in so much pain. I wasn't able to eat anything. My throat hurt when I just drank water. I couldn't go to the gym. I lost so much weight and I just had no motivation to even film. So the only things that I really posted was just like work related things with UGC because I had to actually post it. Yeah, it sucked. It really did suck for that time being because I couldn't get anything done. And so after that, Christmas came around the corner. Why is December so stressful? It's not even about the Christmas celebration of being around your family now. It's more so about just giving gifts and like buying everything that you see that you supposedly need to gift to your family and friends. And I just don't see this getting any better because I feel like every single year it does get worse with overconsumption and just buying so many things for people that they probably will not use. What me and Brayden are doing for the next future Christmases is we're not buying each other gifts anymore. Maybe just a couple of things, but our main present to each other will be a trip. I think this was kind of related to my idea because this is what I did this year for Brayden, but then I also gave him a bunch of gifts because I felt bad if I didn't give him just that trip. But since a trip is something that you can actually experience with other people and just make it memorable, there were a few places that he wanted to go, which was either Texas, Florida, or Nashville. And I thought of Nashville, so I was like, let me look up the plane tickets on Nashville, and it's not bad for the price. So I was like, okay, let's go to Nashville. I know there's like some nature things out there. So yeah, we are gonna be going to Nashville in May, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not a big country girl, but I do like some country music. Okay, I used to hate it. I was like, ew, get me away from this bullshit because I'm not a country fan. But now it's a lot better than a lot of songs these days. Another update. So if you guys can't tell, I'm kinda tan. I was a lot more tanner a few weeks ago, but that was because I went on a trip, and it wasn't just any trip. It was a free trip to Mexico. Who would have fucking thought? Okay, who would have thought about someone sending me out an email and saying that you and someone else get a free flight to Mexico? It saved us so much money. If we didn't get this free flight, we probably would have never gone in the first place. This brand called Cointreau, it's like a tequila brand. I didn't realize how popular this brand is, but they use this alcohol in a lot of restaurants and bars. But I did a collaboration with them in the summertime, and then a few months later, I got a random email sent out to me saying that they want to offer us this free trip. So when I read it, I teared up. I immediately called Brayden and I was like, you gotta hear this. I sent you the email. I forwarded it to you. And that night I cried again because I'm like, this is something I've manifested for fucking years. I've been doing this for over 6 years now, and that day has finally come. So now I'm just like, this is truly the beginning, and there are so many other things that I just want to manifest within this career path, and I'm excited. So as you guys saw from the very beginning, I did a little montage of my vlog from Mexico, so hope you guys enjoyed that. Some pictures in it too. I think they slayed. What I really got inspiration and motivation when I was in Mexico was being outside in the warm weather. It made me realize I get so much creative inspo when I'm somewhere warm and near the water. And being in Mexico and meeting up with Brayden's uncle, it made me realize how any of the furniture that I have in this house and anything that I have bought in this house means nothing. And it just made me realize that I need to detach myself from things that you think that are important when they're really not, because me and Brayden are really thinking about just like wanting to always go travel somewhere warm because that's where we feel mentally stable pretty much, and just being happy to be in such a different environment other than where we've been at our whole lives. And we were just able to detach from everything, and knowing that if we ever, you know, did leave Edmonton for a bit, we would be okay with selling these things. When I stepped into their house, stepped into Brayden's uncle and his girlfriend's house, they only had the things that they really needed. Everything was so colorful, it felt very homey. Moving forward with that Mexico trip, it gave me so much inspiration and motivation to keep traveling. And so I really thought about this in 2023. I just didn't know if I would make the move, but now that we went to Mexico, I was like, okay, I'm all in now. It's happening. And so I'm gonna be staying in Bali. Yeah, I'm going to Bali. I'm gonna be going to Bali for my birthday and staying there for a whole month. My plan was to just stay there for 2 weeks, but it was a big clusterfuck because my friend is gonna be going there and I was gonna be meeting up with her for a week, but then she told me that she's staying there for a month. And then I was like, oh, that would be so fun. Now that makes me tempted to stay there for a whole month. And then she was like, girl, do it. Like, there's so much to see in Bali. So now she has tempted me to stay in Bali for a month. I ended up joining a bunch of Facebook groups online with people who are doing solo traveling that are just girls. There are so many women out there that actually travel alone, so it makes me feel less lonely if, you know, something were to happen and, you know, someone were to back out of a vacation. I would know what to do, where to go, and there would just be so much help involved because of these Facebook groups. And then I also got like this Bali guide if you're traveling solo. So I'll be staying in Bali for a week with Brayden, and during that week when Brayden is there, I have 2 friends that I met at the gym, and they are currently traveling Asia right now. So that would also got me inspired to just be able to get out there more and stepping outside of my comfort zone, like truly stepping outside of my comfort zone. That's what they're doing right now, is just like traveling around Asia with their kid. They put up their house on Airbnb. So that's the goal that I want to do for me and Brayden, is just to be able to travel freely, work wherever the fuck we want, and just be financially free. So anyways, after that, Brayden leaves after a week. I'm gonna meet up with one of my friends that's staying there for a month, and then when she leaves, I'm still there for a whole month because her month has ended, mine hasn't. And then I also just tempted one of my other friends to be able to travel with me, so she's gonna be staying there for 2 weeks. I'm gonna be staying with her there for another 2 weeks and then flying back. Within that time of me going to Bali, I'm also gonna be going to 2 spiritual retreats, and it's gonna be so fucking amazing. This is something I really need, and this is something that I've always wanted to do, even though, you know, I've never thought about doing this years ago. This was probably something that I just crave. I hope I'm not boring you guys, but I just like want to give you guys every single detail of what's been going on, and then we can move on with this video because this video is gonna be fun. But if you really don't care and, you know, you're here for the fun of the vlog, you can skip through this video of me just talking. There are a bunch of different hobbies that I want to be able to master this year, and hobbies that I want to maintain throughout this whole year, because I don't want to just do one thing and then never do it again when it's something that I've just creatively enjoyed. So it's something that I just want to stick to. And with that being said, it would be like learning a new instrument. I did get a guitar. Brayden's uncle gave it to me for free just because I was really interested in learning how to play guitar when I was at their house, and he just, out of being genuine, he just gave me one of his guitars. Also learning more songs on the piano. There's so many things in my little spiritual art space area that I can do, whether it's reading, journaling, painting. I can draw, I can color. I ordered a bunch of markers that are meant for like adult coloring books, and I got that for Christmas too, was just a bunch of coloring books. And it's so good for the brain, I guess, and just good for my mental health instead of just scrolling on my phone mindlessly. Another thing is learning Spanish. I did download Duolingo. Ever since Mexico, I was just very intrigued to keep learning Spanish, and I just want to be able to learn a different language this year. And it's gonna be easier for me just because like my parents' language is Tagalog and Spanish are very, very, very similar. So I think it'll be easier for me to comprehend. Some of the words do mean the same thing. And this is a big one. This is a really big one that I do want to achieve this year. And I never thought this would be on my list. If all goes well in Bali, and for some reason I do want to go back, and I've never been there yet, but I already know in my heart, in my gut, it's probably going to be a place that I will call home and I will want to keep going back. But if Bali is the place that I want to go back to, I want to be able to get my yoga certification in Bali this year. So I would do 2 weeks of yoga training in Bali and then come back here to finish the course and get my certification. With that being said, I also want to get certified in being a certified holistic wellness coach. Another big goal is just being present. When I was in Mexico, I really tried to stay in tune with my surroundings and everything that's been going on, and just not being on my phone if I'm, you know, waiting for my food or even if it gets awkward and silent, I want to be able to still be in that present moment. So 2 more things I'm going to tell you guys, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the relatability between both, is that I want to be hosting more girls' nights, dinner parties, cousin nights, spending more time just socializing with my friends and family. And then with also that being said, part of that goal is I want to find deep-rooted friendships that are not forced and it just feels very sincere. And I've also learned that in 2023, I feel like I've outgrown a lot of friendships just because every time I would be in conversations with people that I have known for a long time, you just kind of sit there while they're talking and you just can't relate to them anymore because they're stuck in the past or still that same person in the past. And you're already far ahead of the game where you're almost not even bothered to really rekindle that friendship. I'm hoping for 2024 I do find the right people in my life, especially just like womanhood and being surrounded by powerful women that make me want to do better, support me with my goals, support me with anything that I do in life, and not envy me, not put me down because of my lifestyle. It's just time to move forward with people that you've outgrown friendships with.
F-boys. It was a good job, kept me employed, but now I'm moving on to the next point. Try to date a prince instead of a simp, yeah. Someone who's gonna love me through my good, bad, and ugly. More than 90, I want a life story, kinda something like that Shakespeare would have wrote it, yeah. Romeo, I wish I could've met you. Romeo, I wish that I could text you. I bet you would help me, tell me what would Juliet do. She'd keep on looking till she found the one. Like Romeo, Romeo, where art thou? Romeo, Romeo, I want my Romeo, Romeo. Yeah, I want something classic with all these boys I tried.
Let's turn on the music because today was very eventful and I enjoyed every little bit of today. I want to tell you guys what the fuck happened because there was just so much going on that I did on my own as a first timer, and the experience is something that I don't even know how to comprehend. Last night was so eventful. I teared up a few times and we had a cacao ceremony, we had a sound bath ceremony, we were talking and journaling, and everyone in that space, it felt very high vibrational. I felt like I was at a high. I felt like I was almost on drugs. I've never done shrooms, but it felt like I was on shrooms. Especially the sound bath, I was hearing sounds from every aspect of my body, and there were some parts of me that felt heavier than the rest of my body. But as we were doing the sound bath, I was just learning to let it go, release it, and only let in positive changes. I brought my journal out every time that something came to mind. It felt so good knowing that like I didn't feel judged at all just having my journal out, because nowadays some people would think that journaling would be a little bit boring and that you should express your feelings in another way. But journaling is so good for your mental well-being too. And that was also my first time doing a sound bath ceremony, and I've always wanted to do this. I was trying to do this 2 years ago on my birthday and it got canceled last minute. So now is the time that I actually been able to book this event for myself, and it's just something that I've always wanted to do.
My heart is valuable, and I take good care of it. I protect myself from any bad vibrations.
Into this year, so that's why I'm just using the old intro still and the outro. But today we are shooting all of the new photos for profile photos, for assets, for intro, outro, slates, all the things.
Good morning. We are at the gym. Guess what, guys? Guess what? You will not believe it, but I woke up at 6:30 a.m. this morning. This is a big adjustment for me because I'm still getting used to my little morning routine and being able to wake up a certain time without feeling groggy. And this morning I did feel a little bit tired, but it wasn't like I want to sleep in. It was more so of like, I want to get my day started, read, journal, meditate, hit the gym, get to work. So that's how I'm feeling this morning. I am gonna be working out, gonna be doing yoga in an hour, and then after that I'm gonna be hitting the cafe for 3 or 4 hours and then going home, chill out for a bit, then do the laundry, dishes, put the dishes away, all of that fun jazz. I am gonna be taking some pre-workout, and I wanna give you guys a little bit of an update with where I wanna be on that journey right now. I think I'm gonna lower my intake with caffeine. I watched this video of Gabby Cheyenne. I don't know if you guys know her, you probably do. She's like the OG fitness influencer of Alphalete, and she has been going on this healing journey of her ED and being able to balance out her lifestyle with going to the gym and still having fun. But anyways, I watched a video of hers and she was going through her old videos and her old pictures of how her face used to look like in the past. She put a picture side by side and seeing the difference between those two and seeing how much of a change her face was today from how it was back then. And she talked about caffeine and how it made her cheeks really inflamed. And that's what I've been noticing every time I film myself or I look at myself in the mirror or when I edit. That's the first thing I notice, and now you guys are gonna say, oh, I haven't noticed, but now I am. But I noticed my cheeks have been inflamed because when COVID started, I completely cut out caffeine, and that's because I wasn't going to the gym. Gyms were closed down, everything was closed down. There was nothing to do besides just being able to work out at home, so I didn't really have the need to take pre-workout. I noticed just like how defined my jawline was, and I know it looks normal right now, but I did see a difference knowing that when I did cut caffeine out. It makes me wanna cut caffeine out again. And I know it's gonna be really hard because I've been taking pre-workout since I ever started my fitness journey, which was when I started working out when I was 17. And so usually I take half of a scoop of this, but girl, I might not even make it today, but we're gonna see where this takes me. I'm gonna be doing yoga right after, so this will calm my nervous system down. Let's go hit the gym. I'm gonna be doing glutes and hamstrings today.
Into the place, I spot you from a ways. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, flowers on your face, and then I'm from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way.
You're frustrating. I just want to show you.
Making me hate you, probably think it's painful, but really I'm grateful. I think I've seen this before. This is the part where you say you want me to. I say I love you.
So the craziest thing just happened. I get home from the gym, I walk my dog, and as I'm walking my dog, some random girl passes by me, but then I saw her hoodie and I was like, wait, that's the Alchemy hoodie. I have that hoodie. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just say that she has a nice hoodie. And I was like, I love your hoodie. And she's like, oh, thank you. Wait, are you Anna? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. How do you know me? From where? And then she was just going off about how she loves my TikToks, and I'm just like in awe. At this point, I'm just like, I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. It was so surreal because I've had moments like this, but I haven't had them in a while, and it's not like I expect this to happen. But when people watch you on the internet and people actually get inspired by you and, you know, continuously want to support you even though they have no idea who you personally are, it's just mind-blowing to me. And the fact that like she is my neighbor she's my neighbor, this makes me keep going. This makes me just want to thrive and keep growing a community that I thought I would never have. Because when I started YouTube, I didn't think that I would have like a strong community like this as it is today. And I already know that I would be making money from this, because that was my manifestation, was to eventually quit my 9-to-5. And guys, I was all over the place. I literally had so many jobs that I couldn't keep up with because I hated it so much. I hated working for someone. I hated going to a job that I wasn't passionate about, and all I would think about is just creating content all the time. And here we are, to this day, full-time content creator. I'm learning or finding ways to always keep making money online and make some type of passive income, and I'm still on that journey of making something. But anyways, that was a surreal moment. I didn't even ask her name because I was just like, I blanked out for a minute because I was like, this is crazy. Last time someone recognized me was at a Starbucks, no, not a drive-through, but when I was in Starbucks, and it was just in my hometown, and they're like, are you Anna from TikTok? And I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy, crazy. But it's just gonna keep growing from here. And it's not like I expect these things to happen, but like, don't be shy to go up to me and say hi. Anyways, moving on to my protein shake. I literally took a picture of the whole menu at my gym, at their little cafe they have, with all the protein shakes and smoothies that they have, because I'm not trying to spend $10 every single time to get my protein. And sometimes I do want to treat myself here and there, but I can't be doing that every single day. So I grabbed all the ingredients right here. And if I perfect this recipe and it tastes exactly like the one at the gym, it is game over. Game motherfucking over. I will not be spending a penny anymore. Maybe. We'll see. I shouldn't be a gatekeeper and tell you guys if this shake is gonna be worth it or not. I'll just tell you, because low-key, I'm a big gatekeeper, and if there's something that I truly love, I don't like to tell people. The moment of truth. I know there are gonna be some things that I would have to change up with the measurements, but I just kind of eyed it. We'll see. Whoa. Shut the fuck up. Shut up right now. Shut up right now. Okay, hold on. I think I'm onto something. It's game over. It's literally game over. There are some tweaks that I have to do with this, like adding more ice and putting more chocolate milk into this. But since I had no more left, I just had to add some of the milk. So it kind of tastes like a little creamy than it is so chocolatey. It's game over. Sorry, my body, but hello to my favorite people on the internet. It's been a couple of days, but this day has been slowly coming to an end. Of course, there it goes. Turn on my camera, start talking, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? It's so funny. Guys, I don't know what's been going on today. I am just not feeling it. And today's a Friday. I should be able to be like, yay, it's the weekend. But I am not in that mood. Truly. I am not in the mood to be excited. But I am excited for the weekend. It's just today I feel exhausted. And it's okay to have these days because not every day is gonna be perfect. Right? Right. I really have a good feeling about this month, and not only about this month, but I have a really good feeling about this year overall. A lot of changes happening just within myself, knowing that there's a big transformation coming within like who I am, and a lot of things that are going to be happening within just different aspects of my life where I'm going to evolve in them. I changed my top, but I'm still wearing the exact same pants that I have been wearing for about a week now, and I don't even go out in them. So if I'm not gonna be going out and getting them dirty and I'm just wearing it at home, the days are limitless with the amount of times that I could be wearing my clothes. But I did wear a white top and it was getting quite dirty because I was cooking in it.
Sick of heartbreaks,